Bruh.
Hey, Tritus. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. Just doing what we do every day, right? Just going live and starting out Bitcoin like we always do. So nothing's really changed. You know, nice move up today where you did get your highest 4-hour candle close since December 3rd. And yeah, Santa has come to town. There's only 10 days left, right? So figured it was appropriate now. We're close enough to it. To C-Day, Christmas Day. But yeah, made a small adjustment, right? This is something that was discussed yesterday where what was going on, there weren't many candles, there wasn't much data. It could turn into something else. It certainly did, I think, maybe a change. And you just anchor 1 and 2 on the top, and there's 1 on the bottom. And even when you did that, it sold off to test that and then bounced. So maybe you just got an upslopping flag now. Not really digging the positive Momo. You've had so much of it, and you're just, I mean, you're holding on to it, but eventually we got to get some price action, some real price action where we are. I mean, if you ever break it for real, which I don't know. I mean, we could. The daily is implying we will soon, but when you break this 19,471, 476, I mean, the next move is pretty much 19,891. So, and I get what's really been Bitcoin's problem, its bane, past couple days has been this just candle high close from December 3rd. But just give it time, man. I mean, right, what's really going on? What could be possibly going on right now? There's a sell wall up here, and there's accumulation. Accumulation, dude. Right, price is being suppressed. The remaining supply is being absorbed by buyers. And it takes time. So it's taken time, right? It's been since like Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving. And all we've done since then, we broke the resistance, and we back tested the resistance, and now we're going again. So I wish there was more to it. I mean, I wish like, oh, it was a brand new Bitcoin chart that we've never seen before that we have to spend all this time analyzing. But if I'm doing it every day, it just starts getting, it gets redundant, you know, and I almost feel like I'm going crazy supplying you with the same analysis because it is the same. And that's why you watch the stream, is just to keep your ear to the ground on what's going on with Bitcoin, at least on the technical side. Pretty good day for stocks. Russell 2000 at all-time highs. Eli Lilly, top gainer. Apple got upgraded to like $200. So it was up 5.01% to close the day. Bristol Myers, Exelon, Wells Fargo, Schlumberger, all top performers today. Altria Group, MO, if you remember that one. Bottom loser, MO, right? Bear trend and a bearish cipher, I believe. Good. We want to see that thing get wrecked. Hey, it's Daniel Z, man. You talking about MO? Yeah, playing out, dude, isn't it? TA being respected. Pfizer, though, got hit. I mean, really, like the losers today. Nothing on the S&P was down more than 1.68%. That was it. So it was pretty good freaking day. I guess you want, we can go and just start with the S coins like we did, because again, there's just not much price action or movement on Bitcoin. Besides, it still looks bullish on the daily. It still looks extremely bullish on the monthly. And 4-hour, right, is kind of, it could go either way here, where the bullish divergence played out and it's like extending, the rally's extending with some consolidation that could just be an upsloping flag, where the price action, the measured move or whatever would still remain the same. Would remain the same if it broke out. You know, we're talking like you'd be seeing like 21,300 if this ever actually broke out. But again, it's not happened yet. So Ethereum, just consolidating, right? It broke out of its falling wedge, just like Bitcoin, and looks like some accumulation of sell wall, and eventually you think it looks like it could continue to the upside, no problem. What's up, Alex, man? Crypto Alex. Not normal Alex, not stock Alex.
Great call on Mo. Check out Bitcoin miner MTTI for a triple flag break. Thoughts on a 2021 bull run with Bitcoin long-term targets, Rob?
Well, putting myself in jeopardy of being redundant, you know, with Bitcoin. You ask. I mean, we can look at that. Look, Ethereum's it's going to do what Bitcoin does. It's same consolidation structure. If Bitcoin breaks out the upside, Ethereum's breaking out the upside too, and could see eventually the target, I think, is probably just the top of the channel again, like 630 to 640. All right, it's still a target on Ethereum at this point if it continues. But 2021 targets, I mean, if all stays the same, it's pretty simple, man. 2021 targets, eventually $32,000, $42,000, $64,000. Here's your monthly. Hey, your monthly is about to, I mean, you've spent half the month selling off. So now today is marking like the other half of the month. So what's going to happen on the second half of the month where we've rallied now? And all you got to do is just break all-time highs. We're so close. You can almost taste it, man. The price discovery breakout. I haven't gotten it yet. I mean, your RSI is, I mean, it's overbought. Sure, on the monthly, 73 is not too overbought. I mean, look how high the RSI got on the monthly on Bitcoin in August 2017 and then December 2017. We're talking 95, 96, two different times. Wow. Lots of room to run. Positive mode, just keep building, okay? So, and remember what the daily's saying. The daily's implying by month's end, we'll be at all-time highs. Yep, within the next 2 weeks, we'll be at all-time highs if the daily technical analysis is respected. Said the same thing yesterday. So I don't really know, like, what target, man, for 2021? You know, it's log scale 32,000 for minimum, and then but let's not get cocky. Let's break out first. Let's break all-time highs. Then we can start talking about price discovery targets. All right. It's like coffee for the closers, Glengarry, whatever, and then you've got price prediction, price discovery targets for the breakout, for the all-time breakout, all-time high breakout. You haven't done it, so okay. We're looking at Ethereum on the monthly too. Why not? While we're here, I mean, it's hit a 38% retrace. It's pulled back, and it's just going to do what Bitcoin does. It's not overbought. That's what's crazy about Ethereum's monthly. It's at 63.3. So a lot of upside potential. A lot of upside potential if you talk about support resistance too. I mean, nothing really. All-time highs on the monthly is 11.24, if you can even believe it. I mean, traders set it up at 672 at one point, but that was pretty much target anyway because of the double bottom measured move. Thoughts on a 2021 bull run with Bitcoin long-term targets? How could you say you meant MGTI, but you stated the sentence was thoughts on a 2021 bull run with Bitcoin long-term targets, and you said you were talking about 21 targets for MGTI. I don't understand. Like, that's not my bad, right? That's definitely your bad, right? Making sure my reading comprehension is still okay. Second prize, a box of steak knives. Nice. Very nice. Nautilus bounced off that ice line. Yeah, bounced. Divergence, whatever. I think that was a champion vibe or whatever brought it up. What's up, dude? Thanks for the sub. Well, I mean, what do you even look at here? You know, it's up 45% today. That's long-term targets for an asset that's up 45% in one day. I don't know. Based on history, it probably doesn't normally end well. Yeah, history is terrible. I don't know, man. You're just like at the top of the range or something, or you're trying to break out. I don't know. If it broke this ever, you'd think that it's possible. God, it's so illiquid or just so choppy. I mean, you'd think maybe a target could eventually be 9 cents. $0.052 first. Straight down, straight up, straight down.
Your TA is much better than MM Crypto or the Moon Game.
Bitcoin Bull, thanks for the 666 euros. Yeah, I don't know all about those people, but thank you for the contribution, man. But 9 cents, I mean, like if it, 5.12 cents, if it can break 4 cents, right? If it ever breaks that, based on history, it seems likely in time you could see 9 cents just based on, again, the price action correlation historically. Okay. Above that, it's like Dogecoin above 4.2 tenths of 1 cent. Like, who knows, right? So that's it. Those would be your targets. I mean, it's not about me predicting MGTI. It's about what happens if an ice line is broken with resounding price action. That's not something anyone can predict. You can't predict. All you can talk about are the ifs. And then the oscillators are what gives us the edge to believe maybe it could be broken, right? And, at this point, again, it's up 45% today, right? So it's hard to, something like that. Just telling you the next targets, maybe. All right.
Hi Mitch, is 91.78 my take profit on PIN? THNX brother.
What's up, Queen Bee? Thanks for the 690 contribution, man. Hey man, I don't know. Let's extend this. My God, it's kind of like about to break back out. Now the question would be, do we adjust now to the top? Which you could, but I'm just saying, I just left this the way it was. It broke out and then it's back in it, and then it back tested as resistance and heartline respect, and now it's testing again. My God, it's pretty nice. So your targets, I mean, it's at all-time highs today. It's gone insane, right? Yeah, it's like not even, just making sure here. Yeah, it's all-time highs. So is 91 your target? I mean, I get maybe why you say that. You're at a 1272 and you're at an old supply line here, so you think that's definitely where a potential reversal could occur, at least short term. Nothing's implying on the daily that the buyers are exhausted, right? 9171 because it's the gold mean ratio. Is that why you ask? I mean, that's very reasonable target, eventually. Ouch, Bitcoin just can't catch the bids it needs, so the consolidation will continue. 19,476 is very important, as you can see. As we rejected it yesterday, we are continuing to reject 19,476. So sure, I mean, but let's outside the box thinking here. If we were now to adjust for the new data, seems a lot more possible, right? Well, now what the trend line was, right, it becomes the heart line. So you just broke the heart line in this situation. So yeah, very reasonable to believe that $91 will be tested on pin in time if it keeps going, as it's now broken to all-time highs with confirmation, daily candle close confirmation. And the thing is, remember, assets that hit $90 have about a 90% chance of hitting $100 because of the psychological aspect of the 100. That's it, dude. You know, it's one of those days where you're just not feeling it. You're just off. That's today for me. Definitely that day is today.
Can you look at Highlight? Good time to buy. Thanks.
Oh, the one that got wrecked off the demand line? I mean, it was bad, right? Yeah, no, it's not a good time to buy. No, not even close. No way. Nah, you want nothing to do with this trash asset, dude. Hey, if it hits, if it ever fills the gap down here at 1026, sure, maybe. But this is terrible, dude. No, once you broke, that was it. Like that was the analysis last time we looked at it. If it broke 1788, you're out. You're done. That's it, man. It's over. So there's no support looking left. The divergence was there. Now it's not. It's no longer diverging on the RSI. I mean, it could be, but I doubt it. And that momentum you're seeing was bullish. It's not. I mean, not anymore. Maybe it eventually will be, but that's a devastating blow to this asset. Nope, not a good asset anymore. It could have been above 1788, but it's all about the ifs, man. Will it holds? If it doesn't hold, it's trash. No thanks. Keep me out of it. Wow. Carson, seriously? I was literally looking at it when you typed that. Wow. No words. Okay, so we're looking at Litecoin now. Just trying to do the rounds in the S coins while we take care of these requests. And obviously you can see it has a lot of work to do if it's gonna even become a confirmed double bottom ever, right? So much upside potential if this continues, right? Where Ethereum's already broken out and it's almost hit its 100% measured move of the double bottom on the monthly, right? So Litecoin clearly an underperformer to Ethereum and Bitcoin, but maybe that it just depends on Bitcoin's long-term trend. There's a crap load of upside for Litecoin if this is actually gonna play out. One bottom, a second bottom here. All right, eventual target would be like 124. That's where traders settled up June of 2019. Looks fine. It's gonna do what Bitcoin does. Crazy, right? I don't know. So Litecoin on the weekly. Dragon stuff, kind of took forever, but still yet did the second target, $99. If you watch the stream back in July, right, August, this is the same thing. This hasn't changed. This hasn't been touched. So you break $100 though. I don't know why you wouldn't eventually see 137 again. There's not much support resistance at those levels. So now let's go to the 4 hour, where it's good news, bad news situation right now for Litecoin. Good news is above $79, $80. Anytime you're above that, the longer you're above that, the better. The higher the probability becomes you eventually break 84 and run to 95, or just at least to 90 where your previous local highs are. Because that, how incredibly important that is. We've been talking about it ad nauseum.
Sup, Mitch? Hope you and the chat are having a great week. Thanks for the TA serenade as I try and wrap up this Tuesday. Cheers. Clinking beer mugs. Clinking beer mugs.
What's up, Element MP? Thanks for the 420, man. Yep, it's going. It's going, dude. Thank you, dude. So that's the good news above 79.80. But I mean, you got a supply line here that you've tested and tested and tested, and you haven't broken. So you're just stuck. You're in Stucksville, rightly so. You're getting squeezed between a horizontal line ice line, support resistance, and a down sloping resistance, and technically also a horizontal line resistance, right? 84.27, that high from February of this year. So it's just it's going to go and do what Bitcoin does. All right, if Bitcoin runs the upside, breaks all-time highs, 19,891 plus, well, Litecoin's probably going to $90 again. It's pretty simple. Ethereum's going to run up to over $600 plus again, 630, 640. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, that's kind of the weird one. The really weird one here, dude. It's now kind of almost dead. I mean, I wouldn't touch this crap. I mean, like, if you are doing this while Bitcoin's being bullish, you don't want to see what's going to happen to this asset if Bitcoin pulls back. You just don't. You could very well see 35 cents.
When we present.
This is dead.
SeaWorld. VRF.
What's up, Alex, man? Thanks for the threes. So the idea now, the first idea we had on this, before all the Spark stuff or Flare stuff or whatever it is, was this. Essentially. Yeah, man. That. 32 cents, 33 cents. Very large harmonic where there could be an ample amount of value there. And it's because it's the PCZ of a big harmonic. There's confluence there. There's also horizontal line support. And where you are now, you're in no man's land. You're not in a very good spot. This is a terrible spot, actually, I think, for XRP. Yeah, man. I mean, if you could trade any crypto, why are you going to trade an asset or S-coin like XRP that had that weird flare thing, flare drop, the snapshot? It's down 6%. Bitcoin's up almost 1%. That's terrible, man. Just why? You had a chance. There was a real nice setup down here. But this was before news-driven catalyst. It was just synced up. It was just doing what Bitcoin was doing. Now it's inversing Bitcoin. It's like back to being one of the worst performing assets again in the crypto market. Nothing new there. Nothing new there.
$33.41 since the ascending triangle measurement on the daily.
Oh, well, we looked at silver. We thought it looked better than gold. It was set up better than gold's. Not quite. Not breaking out yet. It's very close, right? Engulfing today. What engulfed? Yeah, it engulfed. We have a confirmed daily bullish engulfing candle right at a supply line. And you got a couple resistances. I think if you break this, probably going to $26. If you break $26, well, that's where things get really interesting. Because if you look up at $26 historically, yeah, man, price action, history, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Okay, this would be it, right? If this would be possibly a decent time if silver breaks out and starts going, and you ever get above 26 again. This is where the continuation could occur. The continuation of the bull run, right? You went on a really nice run, and then you started going. You're going on maybe 120, 130 day correction. Perfect. And you just happen to be in the correction. Looks like to me it's beginning to look this way anyway. Double bottom. You got a double bottom after just a common retrace from the low to high, 50% or so. And you know above $26 there's almost nothing. So this could be it. It's getting primed and it looks better than gold. Technically. All right, I'm not sure about fundamentally, you know, we all know what gold's capable of and stuff. We know gold's bullish long term too, but it's been having problems. Silver looks just more poised, I guess you could say, technically more poised than gold right now, because it's It's all about the resistances. Look how close you are to the major resistances, and gold's just not yet. Gold, right, where yes, it bullishly engulfed, but it's got a long way to go before it sees the supply line and or the very critical ice lines from history, all-time highs. So maybe I don't know, owning both, not financial advice or anything, but owning both is good. Nothing wrong with owning both. Why not, man? Imagine owning Bitcoin and Litecoin, but not gold and silver. How crazy is that, right? But to me, I think silver actually is more like Ethereum in the crypto space. Whatever. They're their own thing, though. Wow, if that's real. Dark Horse says, due to endless money printing, the dollar has lost 8% of its purchasing power compared to other currencies year to date. I could believe it. Yeah, remember, of all the money that exists out there, 22% of it was created this year alone. And you think about the world GDP, the United States is about 25% of that. But about 80% of the world's transactions are done through the US dollar. So it's like there's always going to be demand for the US dollar as long as it remains as the world reserve currency. Of course, other currencies print too, and then they immediately cash out, right? They go from their currency to cash. Wow, 35% of the dollars. So I guess it's increased since the last report. You have a complaint?
Hey Mitch, I have a complaint about your community. There's 1,000 viewers but only about 250 likes. These are rookie numbers.
Hey man, if people don't like me, they don't like me. It's like, I can't make them like me, dude. So, whatever, you know, it's one of those days. I mean, like, you know, you think about gold and it's like, why is gold having problems? Well, you could think about the market cap. It's like an $8 to $10 trillion market cap. It takes so much more capital to move this thing, dude. All right, and you got the fact that people are looking at Bitcoin's low market cap and what it could be in the future, or what it is now, and where our future's going financially, right? With the digitization of currencies by, you know, central banks. So there's just so much more upside potential on Bitcoin. I mean, far more upside potential on Bitcoin than gold. But it doesn't mean that one can't own both, right? I can own EA and Activision and still be successful, right? There's not any hype. There's not enough hype, not even close. For the Hey song, that's crazy, dude. That's almost offensive to be asking for the Hey song right now. But we're not in striking distance of all-time highs, not yet. Nice channel though, nice correction. Hey, look what it's doing. That 200-day moving average tested it for the first time since March. So I like the engulfing. But again, you're kind of in no man's land. If you're talking about critical support resistance, I mean, there's a support at 1800 and there's a resistance at 1900. If you're at 1850, it's almost a coin flip's chance of where it goes next. But I do like the engulfing. Engulfing could run you up to 1900 to test it again. Okay. What a joke. XRP technically is a joke because it's down 6% when Bitcoin's up almost 1%. And there's no other S coin down 6% today. YFI is down 4%. So we're looking at XLM, right? The rival of XRP. And man, it's just like there's a sell wall at 17.8 cents. You couldn't break it last night, understandable. But if you ever can, telling you, man, anything above 17.8 cents could end up being a very nice run up again. All right, you got some. Let me show you here. What makes this so intriguing here? You got higher lows going, as long as wherever the sell-off takes you, as long as the higher low than 15 cents, 15.1 cents, you're in really good shape. I mean, it could be one of those 3 rising valleys again. Remember the 3 rising valleys? 1, 2, 3 valleys. What? Maybe we get one of those again. But again, the weekly. Where's the daily? It's the daily. Ooh. Problem is though, dang, that sucks. The weekly. You're breaking a nice line from June of 2018 today. So there's a lot of downside potential on XLM. There really is, man. You could have a bearish engulfing candle if you don't start catching bids soon. So be cognizant of the weekly. Doesn't really look that great. The run already happened, and we caught it with the bullish shark pattern. We caught all this. But now, when you have runs like that, who knows? It doesn't happen in traditional markets very often. It's a very weird characteristic on the S-Coin market. But yeah, I mean, like the way it held like 14.4 cents, I love that, and bounced. But again, you got to get back above this 17 cent area. This is what I like though, the daily, despite the weekly, the daily showing very textbook hidden bullish divergence, where you make a low on price, much higher low, with much higher levels of negative momentum, and you're losing negative momentum. So, right, it's not one of those amazing trade setups where just everything's aligning. You already had that, right? That already happened. It's not like every day that you get opportunities like XLM was showing down here. You just don't get these opportunities. It takes so much time for this data to develop. I mean, it took 89 days for this bullish shark to occur, and the bullish shark's PCZ was and pretty much at your last level of support. It got back above it, back tested it, and then gave us a third consecutive low. So at levels like this, man, it's not near as easy. Okay, and that goes for most altcoins. Look, Cardano down 3%. Look, it tried to break the demand line, and failed.
SWBI seems to have killed it today. Love your analysis on it. Thanks, Brew.
Smith & Wesson, dude. Some theory crafting going on Smith & Wesson and guns, and if Biden gets in there. Yeah, what a freaking jump today, man. Very, very nice. Yeah, double bottom stuff. It's a very critical area. It's, my God, you know, it's up today 11%, 11.23%. One bottom, two bottoms, neckline. Oh, I think if it ever tests 18.20 something, it's going up to $21 to $23. I think so. If it ever breaks 17.50, dude, why? Why? Look at history. Right here. The date was August 7th, 2007, where all-time highs were achieved, I believe. Yes, all-time highs were achieved. A nice line was created, manufactured, and that was it, right? So if you break that, I think there's a very high probability. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with maybe the local high here. I think this just correlated, was an upthrust. It correlated to the already created high, right, back from 2007. So I think, and again, right, November, you did the same thing. You upthrusted and regarded that area. So if it breaks 1748, you know, and it can catch a few more bids above 1878, there's a real good chance this is going to much higher prices. Guns, man. People are freaked out. If you haven't noticed, the world is, in the United States, is completely effed right now, okay? No, dude, everything's fine. No, it's not. So we can just play the Bulkowski stuff if it's real. It's just being technical. I mean, we're talking like it actually became a confirmed double bottom. The neckline's 1841. Okay. 100% measure move just happens to be literal all-time highs. Or September 2nd. Look at this. Watch. Just like, you just did the TA Tetris, right? That's crazy. I mean, well, not really. It's almost... So that could be in store for Smith & Wesson. Maybe like... it's going to take some time. And, you know, it's not a strategic injury to be buying like tomorrow at open or something. Maybe we could see a pullback. But that's a huge impulse candle up, dude. Huge impulse candle up. Nice one, dude. If only ammo was available. I know, dude. My brother-in-law's like, I'm like, what do you want for Christmas? He's like, ammo? I'm like, oh, so you might as well, you're pretty much just asking for gold, right? He's like, yeah, I'll take that too. I'm like, might as well just give you Bitcoin then. Good God. Dude, 77 cents per round, per bullet on 5.56. That's the going rate right now. I've never seen it that high. Not even close. Ammo's an investment. It's not really. It's more so a store of value than anything. Yeah, if you're willing to, hey, if you don't, hey, I'll take ammo over cash for Christmas this year. Anyone out there? Oh man, I wish I was joking. Your family owns a gun shop and they can't even get anything. Tip me in 5.56, please. That'd be hilarious, man, and amazing. No one's ever tipped me ammo before. Okay, thank you, Brad. Saw your message.
Can you please take a look at inverse head and shoulders pattern on Mastercraft Boat Holdings, MCFT?
Sure. Mastercraft. Wow. Well, it looks like it's going for it, man. Looks like it's going for it. Right, not much resistance. I mean, I'm saying like, you know, look back here. Look what happened. You know, it broke above like 2015 and 2016 levels. It broke it and then back tested it. Even got some of that 200-day moving average there, and then it's rallied off that. So you gotta love the spring, the back test of the spring, confirming what was once resistance became support again, and now you're running off that, and you're probably, it looks like Mastercraft's in time going to see 2682, which is that peak from May of 2019, and it's also where traders settled up the date of February 9th, 2018. So that's where it's headed. You think? But broke that. I mean, do you really need a measured move here for an inverse head and shoulders? Why not just one support resistance at a time? There's only three: 2682, 3129, 3835. That's it. I mean, that's like nothing more to it. If it can't break 2682, I mean, then it could be coming to back test 2360, right? Or maybe just right here at 2438. So that's where it's headed. Yeah, nice. Nice to see. It's a scuffed looking inverse head and shoulders. Probably also a supply line here. Yep, there's a supply line right there, upsloping, that it's right at. So that's your issue. It's had a really nice run. It's up 4.51% today, but you know, in 84 days, it's up 57.51%. So hardly any value in terms of a trade or anything. But yeah, nice stuff. 25 bucks, 2681, you break that. 3129, you break that. 3835. There you go. That's Mastercraft. Not exactly. It's not really a trade setup.
About Bancoin? 0.000500000 BTC.
Thanks, Exact Arrow. Hi, dude. Well, Band, it's been this way, so still waiting on it to play out. It's like an old, you're just waiting. You're waiting for 1060, you're waiting for 1230, you're waiting patiently for 1618, which is the 886 third target. Looks great, and it's continued. It's looked great, and it hasn't stopped looking great. Once Band breaks 751, you're going to see a huge markup in price. Okay, that's been the resistance. That's where it was kind of the last time I looked at it, November 23rd. This is still great. Look at how it's bouncing. It's holding the 200-day moving average. This is great. A hidden bullish divergence going on the daily, if you can even freaking believe it, at least locally. Pending price action continuation, the upside implied. Bands look good. It's looking better. And it's almost like terminal accumulation. Look at this left shoulder head, right shoulder stuff too. It's like inverse head and shoulders, double bottom at the 88% retrace. This is good, and it's no change in analysis on this. Okay, it still looks good. Band, book it. Okay. Thank you, Exact Error, for the 972. I'm not gonna dox you, man. XRP update, please. Rewind. So, anyway, just back to Cardano. You gotta break the supply line, man, and then you gotta break horizontal line resistances. So, it's like there are many other assets out there that look better than ADA right now. Okay, Link's holding in there, hanging in there, no problems. Looks like it's just consolidating, and if Bitcoin goes, Link's gonna run again, and eventually we break 1330, and then that's when the big moves up could occur. That's what we're looking for. This is a trade setup pretty much in Patreon, so you know the targets, right? It looks great though. It's just like the dump happened, you're in an uptrend.
Could we take a look at her and keep up the good work?
If you want, Unemployed Baker, if you want. But yes, thank you, dude, for 1337. It's kind of a good strategic area for this somewhat small pattern to develop, right? In an uptrend. After the dump, the XABCD appeared, and you're above some pretty critical support resistance, even though there's not much of it. Again, looks like it's just consolidating, and it's just waiting on Bitcoin. It's like the Forrest Gump meme, where he's running and all the people are behind him, and he looks. It's like, oh, those are all the altcoins waiting on Bitcoin. Sora token, oh my god, dude, we are dumpster diving deep, man. Wrapped Ethereum, dude, it's all wrapped up. Yeah, nice inverse head and shoulders that played out, right? Like the Jesus. Not sure about this liquidity or anything. This is tied to Ethereum that is wrapped. So that's all we can do there, size it up. So now it just looks like it's consolidating. Right, there's probably a supply line. I like how it's bouncing off the 200 moving average. Bullish convergence going on right now. This looks like it's trying to pivot. If it pivots here, then it could eventually see 23.9 cents again. Right there. A lot of chop, man. Tons of chop here. Higher lows though. So my issue kind of could be with it. I mean, it looks like it's between 11.3 waves and 31 waves. It's not Satoshis. If it's to Ethereum, it's waves. So if you're in the dead middle of the zone, of the range, so it's very difficult when you're in the middle of a trading range to be taking longs or shorts there, right? That because it's like almost no trade zone. I mean, it could easily break this and go to the downside and back test 13.7 cents eventually if things don't go well with Bitcoin. I don't even know like how this correlates to Bitcoin or whatever, right? So if you're just talking about, I don't know, I'm not talking about Bitcoin and its correlation to it. You're just talking about the asset itself. I'd be looking for a long at 13.7 cents for the lowest risk, highest reward opportunity entry. But it could continue on up, man, sure. But if you just get out a coin and flip it, because that's where it could go, where it is right now. We got ourselves 7 minutes, chat, till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, like button, bell, sub.
Wisdom and shout out to all the supporters of the community. Can you look at GNLN? 0.0169767780H.
Interesting chart. Thank you, Phils, for the crypto. Green Lane Holdings. Yeah, wow. It's like just butting up, man. Butting up against that 421 resistance. Liking the higher lows. Really liking the higher lows there. So it's a, yeah, it up thrusted. Maybe that could be a premature breakout of some sort. But yeah, above 420, this could go on an insane run to the upside if this accumulation continues. You see it's like the range between 420 and 449. You didn't break it, but if you ever do, my goodness, man. I think there's a couple ways to target. You could do Fibonacci. You had the 1272 in reverse there, right? Or you could do a measured move of some sort. Right, the size of the structure. Right, 735. But since it did not break out, it failed. Bulls failed to break out. There's a lot of downside potential too. A gap fill could happen around 360, and the demand line's all the way down at 246. Could lose half its value before running again. So just know anything above 449 could get really crazy really fast. There's a gap fill over here at $6. It could easily be a target if it breaks 449, 450. Okay, yeah, it looks very interesting. Its lifespan's terrible though. But you're just looking for a reversal accumulation, man. Higher lows. So radish. One of those days, man. What's up, Rise Static? Thanks for the sub, dude. Thanks for the 1,062 people tuned in. Thanks for the 444 likes. I bet in seconds we could get 500 likes if y'all wanted it. So we got less than 4 minutes now until your daily candle close with Bitcoin just kind of sitting sideways, right? At a somewhat important area.
Puff Puff Pass, greater than SNDL. stop at 0.43, TP1 96 cents, TP2 minus $1.24, TP3 $2.23, TP4 moon $9. Candle auto ticket, read.
Thanks for the rees off to the ether. All right, man. Good luck on your cannabis lotto ticket. Didn't a Kron have a good day after? I mean, you know, the bottom was the harmonic and that third consecutive higher low or whatever. Four hours not great on Bitcoin. I don't think it's anything. It's just a candle, an indecision candle. Oh, it's a hanging man. Just calm down. Just bear with me, man. But I did this 7 days a week. Some days I'm just kind of out of it, man. I'm off today. Lots of tendies though. AMD all-time highs, and Apple killing it. Nvidia, yeah. Hey, Home Depot continuing to climb off the abandoned baby pattern. GE had a good day. Yeah, I mean, portfolio was very green today. What do we want Bitcoin to close above in 2 minutes? Right, we can look at it. I mean, I think anything above, I'd love to see Bitcoin above 19,471, 19,000. It's just this high. Look at this local high from November 24th. You really want to see Bitcoin break that. We're just not breaking it. But we're just consolidating after a really nice run up where 2 of the 4 profit taking levels of the trade setup got hit. And we're at the highest point. We're only about $300 more away from the 3rd profit taking level of the trade.
SWVI had a good day.
What's up, Ashley? Yeah, we looked at it, had a pretty somewhat in-depth analysis of it, talking about where it could be headed. So if you want to rewind and watch that, it was very recent. Ashley, thank you for the 10 super chat. So we got less than a minute now till the close. We can go to the daily. It's just gonna have a 4th day in a row of green, but just not. Where's another big impulse candle? We might see it. I don't know, dude. The daily's implying much higher prices if you're patient. Patience required here. Go sideways for a few more days. Alright, are you ready for that? Are you ready for some sell-off? Maybe it back tests the demand line of the PayPal trend line, right? Maybe it comes down to 18.8. You gonna quit on crypto? If that happens? Some of y'all will. Alright, new day has been born. Alright, man, a new day has been born. What are we gonna do it? How'll it be done now? That'll be done. Bitcoin. He's a crypto. Thanks so much. Did that work? I don't know. I got it reset up. I mean, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, it seems like maybe it did. I don't know. Okay, it worked. Nice. Yeah, Ren went south. It's just standard S coin, man. It's what they do. Bitcoin gets wrecked. They get wrecked harder. Yeah, there's still chance. Dude, it's not dead yet. Like, just look. It's still a higher low than the previous low, right? I mean, it's not over for Ren. I mean, it's crazy. It's still a consecutive higher low. Though it did,
Ren went south.
this is off the 200-day moving average. It could. And the targets are still as crazy as they were. No change besides maybe that low. So I think if Bitcoin's bull trend continues, Ren's got a chance. It's not over for Ren. Okay? Just let it be known, everyone. Ren's not dead yet. It's just not until you get like a candle close below 24.6 cents to 23 cents. 22.6 cents. It's still making another higher low. Just a little bit lower. Seen this before. I know Kron did the same thing. Yeah, it's not dead, dude. Thanks, man. It's not dead yet at all. So, on the daily, you think eventually 19,650, right? 19,650? What is? Yeah, 19,650. You think we'll test that next? That's the highest level of all time where traders have set it up, December 16th, 2017 on Coinbase. I think that's probably where we're going. There's not much left, man. Why not? Why could that not happen? Why could we not go to run and test 19,650? Just like we did. We tested 19,476 or whatever. And we didn't break it yet, but we certainly tested it. But that was before we tested it yesterday. That was on stream we were talking about. Like, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense why it wouldn't at least go test 19,476 and fail and violently dump or eventually break it. It did that. So now on the daily, it's the same situation, but just for a different support resistance, and that's 19,650, where just more momentum is being lost for the bears, the negative momentum, getting closer to neutral. I'm telling you, once it goes positive, man, good things can happen. It's very tough being bearish with, we're staring hidden daily classic class A. I'm sorry, what the heck? Hidden class A bullish divergence in a very bullish trend. Perhaps one of the most justifiable uptrends in the history of Bitcoin based on the mass adoption that's occurred. Yes, it's occurred. And institutional FOMO and institutions buying at $19,400, averaging up. Because once this supply is gone, like once you break 19,891, I just don't think a lot of people understand or realize that's why you're seeing institutions at these levels buying so high, because they know what will happen once price discovery starts. Like it'll be so expensive to try to buy Bitcoin. Like a lot of people in here won't even want to buy it because it's gonna be so high. It's gonna be like, well, it's so hard to justify it when you get in at much lower levels, right? When your cost basis is down here, it's so tough to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin at 25K. It's so expensive. So I think that's what's going on. I think we got supply being absorbed. The remainder of the supply is being absorbed at these levels. And the daily histogram and RSI is implying soon the supply will be gone at 19,891. No, the institutions are not buying in these levels. Yeah, they are. Like literally they are. Right on wheels. You don't know what you're talking about. They certainly are. There was another one today that bought like 100 million worth. Someone posted it in the Patreon. Yeah, we can go to. Yeah, Ren is not dead. God, man, it looks even better. It looks even more symmetrical. I don't know. It just looks prettier. Losing the negative Momo, bouncing off the 200 moving average. So, yeah, it's close to being invalid, or it could be screwed. But hold on a sec. Yeah. I did Ethereum technical analysis already. Sorry you're late and you missed it. You can rewind though. I don't know though. I looked at it then and started getting requests, so I can go back to it. We looked at the monthly on it. What we can do is look at the Coinbase chart on the daily. Okay, we can do that. So Ethereum's daily uptrend is beautiful. It's freaking amazing. You had classic bearish divergence that played out to some degree, but underperformed in bullish conditions. And right after, the most recent event that has occurred on this chart is a pivot And you have some very real hidden bullish divergence going on, making a low, a higher low, much higher levels negative momentum, lower levels relative strength, right? So impending price action continuation to the upside is implied. I mean, like it's signaling. This chart is signaling the same things Bitcoin's signaling. The signal is this. I mean, it may not play out. I'm just telling you what the chart's implying. That. Just like Bitcoin. It's not crazy, dude. Or maybe it is. Crown was talking about saying 4-hour close above 19,550 or daily close above 19,450 would imply upside above 20k. 550, 19,450. Why exactly that number? Let's see. Maybe he's just, I don't know. 4-hour close. $450 is kind of interesting because it's like maybe he's talking about this low or this high from December 7th or something. I think this is more important. 19.4. I mean, it's like $20 difference. Like, so it's the same thing. I don't know. You're just chopping around right there. I think at this point you just gotta go with God and go with the daily on this and be like, yeah, I mean, it might take a while, a few days, up and down, chopping around at these local highs that aren't really that important. I mean, they are because they're the only things that exist on the chart, kind of. But all right, you know, you had your opportunity, the best buy-in. If you're a patron, you had your chance for the lowest risk entry for long, and now it's like, some profit's been taken, more profit needs to be taken, and eventually you think this would play out. So, Greg.
Can I have your opinion about Shares XWF and ESX, please?
Oh man, scary. Monka S on this chart. Right, I think everyone knows what we're looking at here, maybe. Oh my god. Obviously, you've got a neckline here, right? Goodness. Very weak, man. I mean, it's like it's maybe you get a chance, like it's like not a confirmed pattern yet, but my god, it's getting close. If you break the neckline, confirmed slanted head and shoulders. If you don't, okay, it's fine. There's very little support. Wow. That's all you got, man. 30 cents down there. We'll see, though. I mean, measure move, I don't even know. The size of it's so ridiculous. You could just use fib extensions or something. Right, I mean, just like... you could go this way, or you could go... I mean, if you did this, you understand, like, it takes you down here, so... I think.
ICX.
What's up, Mando? Thanks, 1337. You can see 45 cents. 200-day moving average would probably be your first target. And then probably right here, 44 cents. Yeah, 44 cents would be the target if it broke the neckline. Right there. It's like trader set up June 29th, and you had a wick low at August 13th. So I think if you break this demand line, that will be the target. Conservative target on SWF. But if it bounces here, then it could just run again, right? It could run again where you look at it like this. I mean, hey, it's one low and maybe a second low going, and if it rallies, you have to break 59.5 cents. But then it can make common retraces. So it's just all about what happens if you can hold this demand line long enough. Because it's not technically a pattern until it breaks out bearishly. The ICX. Yeah, it looks interesting, right? I mean, like, huge correction, lasted a long time. Now you're making higher lows. You know, the momentum is clearly shifting here. You're showing some major hidden bullish divergence on the daily on ICX, on the MACD. Right, and pending price action continuation to the upside. You're below that 200-day moving average, though. So I think its destiny is completely at Bitcoin's will. Right, it's kind of tough, right? When you're so choppy between 31 cents and 46 cents, you're in the dead middle of it. So yeah, I mean, again, it looks pretty interesting. It looks almost like it's just bull flagging, but it's just gonna pull a Bitcoin. It'll do exactly what Bitcoin does. Okay, well, we know it will go in the general direction Bitcoin goes, right? Where it'll most likely underperform Bitcoin. It won't do near as well, but it will have upside. I like it. There is a support, 37 cents, right? 37 cents. You know, you'd been correlating at it and you held it. So anything above 37.6 cents, 42 cents, you hit 42 cents and pulled back. Now you're in the dead middle. So what you got going for you is the daily. Hidden bullish divergence. 4 hours not really giving much of anything right now. You got to get above the 200-day moving average. If Bitcoin starts dumping, you're going straight back down to 37 cents. You break that, wow, you could be in a lot of trouble. You have to stay above 37.6 cents. I don't know, man. It looks okay, but it's just, it could be a dragon. It could be a lower low double bottom, right? It could. All depends on the one coin to rule them all. Okay, I'm just saying, like, one bottom here and a second bottom here and a neckline up here, 46.7 cents. That's your major point, you know. Like, if it can ever get above 46.7 cents, I mean, it's going to 55 cents real fast. So I guess the only way to size up risk here would be hold above 37.6 cents and you'll be fine. And it eventually will run up to 46.7 cents and then could go above it and see 55, 56 cents, okay? That's it. It looks like a few other, like, it looks like Neo and just a handful of other ones that are just kind of like, ugh, you know, there were better looking S coins than these. Why do we even look at any other coins if they're all just going to follow Bitcoin? Because they can be tools to get multiplicative gains, right? Where you think about Bitcoin, in order to double your money on Bitcoin, well, you're going to have to wait till Bitcoin hits $40,000 now, right? But some of these S coins that are underperforming, right, you can own a lot more of them. And what if they double up when, you know, you own a lot more? Right, it's a multiplier of gains. So, look, that's like the last trade setup was Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin, and then if it played out, you're looking for these trade setups because it's like, or if you're looking at altcoins, you're looking to see, hey, is this an area where I can easily assess my risk? Can I easily assess my risk on Binance Coin? Oh, at $27, I certainly can, because I know where I want nothing to do with it below that. And if it's showing exhaustion too, you could get a nice rally, and you did. And it's not over yet. It's like it's an overwhelmingly bullish trend for Bitcoin right now. And yeah, you can make money on altcoins. And you can make more than doubling up, right? Because the altcoins, if Bitcoin allows it, the altcoins do respect the TA a lot. Seller exhaustion and all that can play out. Yeah, UHAL. Pretty simple chart, huh? You say you took a short on it. Understandable why, right? Okay, you don't want anything to do with it above 436. Yeah, and your target's most likely a gap fill. Yeah, gap fill. That's your first target. 367.17. Yeah, RSI kind of looking exhausted somewhat from this high to the next high. MACD's not really helpful. Are you getting any help on the weekly? Just so much. You haven't seen negative momentum on the weekly since May. God. I understand. I mean, I kind of get why you would be short here. One could be, and it's either way. Like, it's very easy to assess one's risk, because if it breaks that high, that's all-time highs, and it could have a price discovery. So really tough to justify being in a short above 440, right? 445 maybe if you're being really loose on your stop. Top of the range, man. Good look, dude. Here's the thing, an asset that since the COVID crash low to its all-time, it's 95% appreciation in value in 262 days. It's almost doubled up since that low. So understandable, but macro is super bullish, right? Of course it is. The index funds, right, hitting all-time highs and stuff. That's the only thing that kind of bucks you here. And this, unfortunately, right, the trend is overwhelmingly, stupidly bullish, right? So you've been in a range for 5 years. This is an anomaly. It's crazy cash grab. So if you've been in a bullish range for 5 years and you're not at the top, leads you to believe eventually it would break out the upside. But maybe you'll catch some luck and see a sell off to fill a gap before going higher. What's up? I've been live for like an hour, 20 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, look up in the bell sub. Join the Discord. Going on 10,000 members. I'll post the link. So where you get notified when I go live. The YouTube notification system will betray you. Join Discord. There's educational resources in there too. So yeah, we're like 9,300 members, only 700 more for 10K. That's what the goal is, man. I doubt we'll get it before, the new year, but man, come a long way. Kevin Still, J-Pen, will most likely be the Auburn head coach. Not because they want it, but because there's very little supply of good coaches out there. And Auburn is paying off Gus Malzahn $21 million to do nothing, just to get him out of his contract. So they're not like in a good position financially to be doing that. So all altcoins on the new day are not doing too well, where you've already got Litecoin down 1.5%. XLM on the new day is down 2.2%. Oof. Link down 1.3. Man, I mean, like, we're talking in 22 minutes, these assets not having a good time on the new day. As Bitcoin's below 19,400. Let's look at Apple real quick. Because we were talking about how bullish it looked. Whoops, made it education here. I don't know what the heck. So, yeah, Apple today was upgraded by an institution to $200. $200, if you don't know, is all the way up here. It's part of their mega cycle with their phones. I just love the one low, the second low, the third low off the 200 moving average, and we're going, man, ever since then. You broke the supply line, you back tested it pretty much as support. There you go, man. Gap fill 131 now is definitely a target, you know. So great to see Apple continuing to pump. You need it to, man. It's a market driver, up 5% to close the day. Bitcoin dominance pumping. And that can make sense for the altcoins bleeding out so early in the new day. Faster rate than Bitcoin. Yeah, catching a little rally, yeah. Well, it's been doing that. It's just continued its rally up. I think this would, if Bitcoin even dumped, this would rally, right? Even if Bitcoin dumped, all the alts would bleed out harder, and this would just rise either way. So yeah, just heading towards the supply line, the same supply line. Been stuck in this since September 2019. As long as it's getting liquidated, man. Either way, it's not a big deal. Yeah, whatever, man. Wow, thank y'all so much for the 600 likes. Seriously, that's huge. Okay, so I think it's the adjustment, the flag here, or below critical areas that we need to break. We don't. You do run the risk of eventually reversing for real to the downside, right? You are in a range. You can clearly see the range. 17,730, 19,5, 19,891. So eventually you need to break that. And if we break it, I mean, dude, if we break 19,500 for real and we don't do this bull crap that we've been doing today and yesterday, we break it for real, I mean, I'm gonna be live. I mean, I'll be back, you know. People were like freaking out about being live last night for this. You know, I'm like, what? I mean, that's just not good enough. Like, no warrant. Even here, people were like, oh my God. I'm like, well, let's see what happens. And it wasn't the real move, you know. You'll know when the real move happens. EGDL is not generating on TradingView. Is it D? Yeah, I don't see it. I typed in EGDL. It doesn't even show up. Dude. EGLD. Sorry. Well, I mean, I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing. I was just reading words. I mean, not much to look at. Nice rounding bottom. My God. Here we go. 19,326 on Bitcoin. Catching some asks. Oh my God. Yeah, it's the new day, so you're just going to be getting wicks up and down. Nothing crazy is going on. Nothing to really look at here. EGLD, rounded out and just gone. That's it. Nothing to look at. Beautiful rounding action. That's all I've got to say about that. It's really like right here.
Give them your thoughts on EGLD Mitch. 0.00100000 BTC.
Thank you, Brian, man. All right. Now you doxed yourself, so thank you, Brian. Well, there's 1538. That was about it, man. I mean, that was like any discernible high right there, September 2020. Once you broke it, you've just gone straight up. You haven't even back tested it. So eventually you're thinking a back test to 1538 is going to be happening. No idea when. And if you just looked at it like a measured move or something, well, you're at it, man. I mean, it's kind of done, right? It's played out. 2487. Nothing more to look at, unfortunately, right? Rounding bottom. Not so good. It's all good. No delays happen in crypto tips, right? So, no worries. Thank you, dude. But on something like that, it's played out. It's done.
You bet, Mitchell. Hope you've enjoyed your Tuesday.
What? Look what it's doing. It's like showing like a penguin or a walrus or something with a ball. So weird. So weird. Oh, wow. Bugged out. Hold on. There we go. All right, man. Woman or child or alien. So I think you you know what's going on, right? You're at a resistance. Any resistance could act as a potential reversal. You were potentially reversing right now. But no idea how far it's going to go. If it stays in this little consolidation structure, then it can go all the way down to 19,180. You know, so it's you're just going to deal with it, man. You're going to deal with it. It's not easy. And when there are opportunities, they present themselves at potential reversal areas, right? Long. So you're going to be up and down. But eventually, you're thinking it's just going to make a, whenever it, you know, wherever it pivots again, you just want it to break and make a higher low above 18K to make another higher low. And then it's just, again, like accumulation with a sell wall. And the sell wall's all-time highs, 19,650, 19,891. So it's just going to take time. Once it goes positive, man, it could be off. So, anyway, man. There's more to talk about. We've already put in the hard work, right? The hard work's put in, and we're in the midst of a trade, a successful trade that can't be taken away. We're waiting on profit taking level 3 and 4 on Bitcoin. That's it. So you gotta wait, though. You gotta be patient. I mean, you hit target 1 and 2 in 48 hours. So 3 and 4. I mean, why is target number 4 at all-time highs? Because I think if this is the run where it could do it. I think like if Bitcoin's gonna hit 19,891, it's gonna break all-time highs. And I think we see 19,891 we will break all to all-time highs and see those targets before we ever saw 17,730 again. So anyway, man, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just off today, like really off. I don't know why, man. I'm just like tired and lethargic. Ugh. I don't know, man. It's just one of those days. So I think I'm just gonna get out of here. I mean, let's say hour and a half live stream, say early, but you get it, man. So if Bitcoin starts doing something nuts, you know I'll be back. Thanks for the 1,000 people still here. Thanks for the 622 likes. It is gloomy outside. Yeah, it's been overcast for like 3 days for me plus. So I don't know, man. Be sure to join the Discord, the like button, the bell, the sub on the way out. Join the Patreon if you want to support the stream and the community. If you want trade setups, you want to learn how to swing trade, Patreon's for you. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA. Camille, you're literally wrong, dude.
Adios, turd nuggets.